All right, so that was the first house, a million something. Quick, easy, empty, new, beautiful. On to the next one. We're here in Palatine, got a small condo, ground level. Gonna get some quick photos and a floor plan. Looks like this place was recently rehabbed. Got all the lights on and gonna do my thing. We're going hands-free. If you guys were wondering what I'm shooting on, it's the Canon 6D Mark II. I think I've had this thing for about 6 years now, maybe going on 7. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But this is what I use every day. It probably has 200,000 or more shutter actuations. I have not checked. I know it's up there, but it gets the job done. Maybe I'll switch to mirrorless one day when this thing takes a crap. Until then, I'm gonna keep using it. And what I'm doing here is simply bracketed shooting. 5 different brackets at 5 different exposures. Right now, I'm showing the 3rd wall. Sometimes it makes sense. I usually don't like to do it. But hiding in the corners, getting every shot, that's my typical run. Some people like straight ons. I usually don't for this type of thing, but I'll cater to most people's needs. You gotta love a properly lit property. Proper. Good lighting is key, although bad lighting is not a problem. Just gotta know how to work those brackets. Sometimes I like to go into the closets to get that real deep, wide shot. I might have to do that here. Not sure. Alright, so for a kitchen like this, I'm gonna raise the tripod up just a little bit. Again, these funky, loose legs, not a fan. It just seems like whenever I tighten it, they get loose the next day, so whatever. This is really not my favorite shot, but it gets the point across. Now we can go right in here. You don't want to be in the reflections, that's for sure. Alright, so you gotta have the view looking out. And one final shot straight in. Again, this place is well lit, which makes everything easier and quicker on the exposure times. Alright, so this one, can't really see the shower. Probably take a secondary shot inside of the shower because it's behind the door. Alright, so these don't have too high ceilings. We're gonna put it back to the normal height. Sometimes when you're shooting from the door, you can still see that little bit of closet. All right, so from that corner, I'm gonna see this door, and I do not want to, because I need to see all of the closets for my personal liking. All right, we've got edge to edge. And I found this very strange. You've got a primary bathroom, and instead of a secondary shower or bathtub, you've got closets. Very odd. Since we have the mirror and the light fixtures up a little higher, I'm gonna raise this guy. All right, so we can see everything pretty much. You don't want to come too far out, because then you're just going to be blocked by the door frames. All right, they asked for a photo out here. I'm going to give it to them. But I'm not happy that this stuff is over here. Yeah, I guess I can move this stuff. Okay. Get deep in here. Oh man. Alright, so now we're gonna do a floor plan. And the floor plan application that I use requires to be everything open, obviously. You want it to all be counted, whether it's livable square footage or not. Just gotta make sure everything is open. I need to take a picture of that thing. Maybe not. Maybe not, because I parked there. And they can see it from the views that I've already taken. You see, I don't mind doing these things by myself because it's relaxing, but sometimes it is nice to have the agent on site because they get to open things, they get to close things, lights on, lights off. It takes a bit more of my time doing it myself, but here we are. A bit of a trade-off. All right, floor plan time. Okay, for the floor plan scan, it's super simple. The app is wonderful. I can't tell you, because otherwise I'd have to kill you. Let's go. Just gotta scan all the perimeter windows, any appliances and cabinets. All right, I never pressed record, so let's do that again. All right, that was a total of 1 minute, 36 seconds on a 2-bedroom apartment, condo. Pretty quick. All right, so leaving Palatine right now, and our next location is in Mount Prospect, which is only 15 minutes away. Lately, I've been driving the Bronco way more than the Miata, and although it's dry out, I still prefer the Bronco when it's cold because it's got auto start and it has a heated steering wheel, which comes in handy because I don't often wear my gloves just because the controls on the cameras will have me taking them off anyway, and I'm usually not outside for too long, but yes, they get cold. So this helps getting back in the car. All right, we have arrived to our 4th photo shoot today. We are in Logan Square. It's just a smaller apartment, but looks nice from what I've seen. The electricity is not on, so thankfully the HDR bracketing that I shoot with will alleviate any darkness. This one's an interesting, I don't know, you want to call it an office. But take a look at that church. Wow. Amazing architecture. So I'd say the bathrooms are probably the darkest part, but I was opening all the shades, and thankfully the kitchen is the brightest. And then we've got some outdoor space. Alright, so I'll start with this angle. Alright, you can see right there how everything gets lit up. Probably just go right past that guy. Line up your verticals. And it's nice to keep the images in order, but they can always be reordered on the website by me or the client. Alright, so again, a little brighter on this one, 2 down, maybe. Alright. So might as well shoot outside while we're here. Alright, you can see that it's really bright. Just gonna change that up a little bit. And let's see. Right there. You always want to show the features of the room, and the 2 features that are most common are closets and windows. Time for the fun room. Alright. I really would love to see what somebody does with this space. And since these vanities are a little bit taller, I'm just gonna raise up the tripod. Alright, looks dark, and now we have light. So, keep it right about there. It's always a balance of vanity versus mirror and light fixtures. Alright, so again, a little darker in here, but you bracket it just right and it's gonna be no problem for the editor, because everybody needs an editor, especially when you're shooting this much every day. There's no time to sit on a computer and put all that stuff together. Alright, so I think that's it. Nothing in here. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, we have 10 photos, including the front. And just like that, we're done. Less than 5 minutes of shooting. That was 3 bedrooms, 2.5, 2 bathrooms, living room, kitchen, and balcony. By the way, if anybody's looking for an apartment in the Chicagoland area, let me know. I have access to almost everything.